Hey guys, this is actually a new type of content I'm going to be doing on YouTube, which is game reviews for mobile devices. So, the game we're going to be talking about today is Crab War. Now, Crab War is a idle game. It's a game listed in the idle genre of games, and it is a game about a war between crabs and reptiles, and you play as a sort of godlike being controlling crabs, and I'll show you in a moment. And I've actually grinded a little on this game because I've owned this game. I've played this game for a couple years, so I know my way around it, and I'll just be making a video in order to show new players how to play the game. And already you can tell that a lot of love went into this project. You can see the font, obviously, the animations on the loading screen, touch screen to start. This is one of the events in this game. It's called the Jade Beetle event. And the event just ended. Let me get out of here. And immediately you can already tell that I just collected idle gold. And you can already tell from this. And this game, it's basically it's this is what your game is about. You're controlling crabs and you're launching them at lizards or reptiles of some sort in order to beat them and continue on in a level shown in meters on the left of your screen. And the way this works is you have a crab. Once you open up this tab, you have a crab, queen, ability, mutation, and shop. Now, the shop is a place where you buy either pearls or perks or passes, like battle passes. And we'll talk about the ability and mutations later. But for now, for the crab, this will be your first sacrifice. And the way you generate regular crabs is by tapping. You see the smaller versions. Sorry for that lag. Do you see the smaller versions of the crabs, of the queens? Yeah, those are the crabs. And they come in amethyst, emerald, and garnet. And this game really centralizes around your crabs being sort of like representing gemstones. So you can obviously tell that amethyst, emerald, garnet. Amethyst is purple, like amethyst. Emerald is, well, green, like emerald. And garnet is red, like garnets. Or, rubies. Oh. And you can actually upgrade your main, like, the main console. And if you press and hold down on this upgrade, you can see how much you can upgrade. Sort of like a multiple upgrade button, but more efficient. I'm gonna upgrade this to 92. I still can't evolve any of these, but once you get your crabs up to level 500, I believe, you can actually Enkitus. And what Enkitusing does is it restarts your progress. But it gives you these little mutations, and I'll talk about those later. And you want those mutations to have better beginner crabs. And so just for y'all, I'll Enkitus right now. You get a certain amount of mutation points based on your level of your queen's level, your crab's level, and how far you've gone. And so I have perks that start me off very late. I'm already 91 meters ahead, and I also skip a meter every 10 meters. And if we go here, I'm level 1, and now normally you'll start off bare bones. But I have done 15 Enkituses now, so I'm pretty far into the game. And what you're first going to want to do is you're going to upgrade a couple times, upgrade your crabs a little bit. You can, and the first crab you're going to evolve is obviously the first crab, which is the amethyst. And when you evolve, you're going to be given two options. And for this beginner one, it's either 25% speed with 2 speed, 25% plus damage with 2% plus speed, or 28 damage or and 1% crit rate. Excuse me. We're going to go with what is called the Bulba. And you can see it gives a little animation there, and so when you click, that's a crab. That's a new crab. And you can just keep on, and you can keep on upgrading, and now what you also do is you can just keep on spamming it. But why do that when you can do plus 10? Yes. And I can evolve all of these now. So let's just evolve all of these. Ant or Drill, I'm going to go with Ant because I try to get as much extra stuff. Now with Dodge, don't recommend it. I just recommend Speed because when you want to spam your fingers across the screen like this, I'm repeatedly tapping my screen with my middle and index finger right now. It makes my crabs faster, and so that plays into effect. And you see how the lizard explodes and it kills the crab? Well, when your crabs are pretty fast, it can cover that surface area faster, meaning that there's less likely of a chance to die from an explosion, and it can also fill in that gap faster, so that's really good. Spade or Wing, I'm going to go with Spade, obviously. And now that we've talked about the crabs long enough, I'm going to discuss about the queens. So with the queens, they are sort of like a mega crab. They are your amethyst, emerald, and garnet, only there can be multiple types of the same one. So for now, we're going to get the shroud. And you can actually click on the crabs in order to see, like, it's sort of like that Flash game, Idle Clicker. And if you know that game, you are amazing, because that was such a good game back in the day. But it's basically that, but with crabs. You get a little not instruction, but you get like some little hints and information and fun facts about each queen and regular crab servant, I guess. And you can also evolve the queens, but with every specific level, you can actually upgrade the queen to either do more damage or to add a percentage, a bonus to all amethysts. And it's not here, I'll show you. 10% gold, emerald critical rate, and then it gets crazy, like 3,500% plus damage. Now, that's actually not that much. It's actually not that much at all. So what we're going to do is we're just going to spam by all of these. And now, you can already see that the queens, they auto-generate, which is where the idle play comes into play. Now, with these, you don't have to keep on staying here and click. You can now just let them do the job. Now, the queens do have a point where they're basically useless. And this is where the Apple Explorer crabs come into play. These are basically your mega crabs that do more damage. They spawn every 6 seconds. I believe they do, I believe, to 100% more damage than your crabs, than your crab level. And that's really good, because most of the time your crab level is going to be a higher level than your queens. Most of the time. If they're not, then most likely you need to upgrade your crabs. But 155 plus damage. I'm going to go here and I'm going to level up my emerald. I'm going to level up my garnet. And you can sort of see a pattern here. Amethyst, emerald, garnet. Amethyst, emerald, garnet. This is on purpose. That way they can keep things fresh, so to speak. I believe that's all I can say about the queens. Now, you have probably seen this a couple times. There are butterflies called golden butterflies that randomly spawn throughout, and you have to be here in order to click on the butterflies. And butterflies they're like loot drops. They can either give you pearls, which is a good item to have. They can also give you abilities, like you saw there. I got an ability that looked like 2 crabs. Well, that specific ability is basically an ability where you tap once and it spawns 2 of the same crab. So that's really overpowered because you can just swarm enemies. Now let's go to the abilities. Abilities are special traits. Abilities are special traits that you can actually unlock at a specific level for your crab. So let's just get our crabs level 75. And already we can unlock the colossal crab. Now what the colossal crab does is it spawns a huge crab, far bigger than queens, any queen you have, and it deals 150 times crab damage. Now that's a lot of damage. And oh, sorry, excuse me, on the gene tree. I'll talk about that later. And sometimes when you go into menus and you click out, they'll show you an ad. That's only sometimes. Crab War, they're very good about their ads, and mainly it's just their games. And their games are actually very good. I highly recommend them. The company is Eye Candy, and it's also called App Explore. I highly recommend it. Their games are cartoonish, and they're just generally funny to play, and they're fun to play. And continuing on, you can see new right here. We can get a new queens, 2 new queens actually. We'll go on to our abilities, and we've already discussed the abilities, so let's go on to mutations. Now, mutations are basically their collections. There are collections or sets of specific types of like crabs that you can't get in the normal crab, queen, or ability set, and they basically help your crabs, your existing crabs. And so research new mutation, that just means researching a new like set, like one, and usually there'll be 3 pieces to a set. There are 3 pieces to every set, I believe. And the way it works is you research a new mutation, you have a chance of getting like the Cerulean Pinchers, Scythe Pinchers, Stalagmite Carapace, or getting a completely new type of set. And you can see here that I've clicked Butterfly, and it's giving me an Ultimate Golden Leech. Now that's pretty good late game, but I'm going to cancel it now because it's just a waste of time in this game, and early on in this game. And yeah, you can see here how it says level up. The sets give you a power or upgrades or abilities specific to what the set is. So the Cerulean Walkers, these give me a 50% reptile gold drop, and this just after leveling them up 5 times. So, and they're only 9 gene points to level up for. So I'm gonna, of course, level up to 100%, because why wouldn't I? That's very overpowered. 6%, so in the Scythe set, that gives me specifically minus 6% boss health. That's obviously pretty good. And the only one I can upgrade left is one from the Scarlet set, the Scarlet Carapace, which does 20+% Queen's Frenzy duration, which is actually quite nice, considering that's an ability, Queen Frenzy, and it basically ups the power and speed of your queens. So I'm going to upgrade that once, and now it's 30%. And besides that, that's most of the game, besides the events, which actually tell you what to do. They're very informative of what to do and how to do them. There's a menu where you can get gems, which does the same thing as basically the mutations. It upgrades your abilities. You get achievements, and if you unlock achievements, you also get pearls, which is very, very nice. You can also do a little thing here. This is very nice. You can watch 3 ads for 150% gold boost, and that also, once you reach 150%, you also have a 2-time spawn chance to encounter abyss worms. And abyss worms is a type of lizard that or reptile, I apologize. Once you kill it, demolish it, it actually sets you forward multiple meters. And now those are very powerful, because they can basically put you forward more into the game. And like, I just pressed a butterfly and I got a pearl. So that's very nice. There's also a help scene. There's also statistics, and these statistics tell you your overall total boss kills, emerald evolutions collected, your current statistics, which is the Garnet all damage, the time since last Enchitus, which has been 10 minutes. And I've been leaving something out, and it's right at the bottom of the screen. I'm sure you can see it. This is the Jade Beetle, and once you unlock an event, the Jade Beetle fires a laser once it's pressed, and you can see right there that there's a little crab, and you don't know, and you realize that that's not a crab that I've unlocked yet. Wrong. You go over to here, and you have... Oh, I am not a winner, but anyway. Oh, that's a lot, actually. Wow, okay. Land of Reptiles. Now, this is cool, because this is actually sort of like, I guess in like a battle arena for your avatar crab. And your avatar crab can have a core, left claw, right claw, legs. It's basically like a mix and mash. But each body part is specific. Like if I go to core, each of these specific body parts do something else, like 2% speed or 4 plus damage and 2 critical damage. And now I have the most powerful ones, which is 10% damage, 10% critical speed, and a 5% chance to spawn another king crab when tapping. Now, there's also the magma core, which later game can be very, very powerful, because once you get a lot of magma cores, like let's say 10, and for each type of core collected, increase the main crab swarm damage by 10%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 20 just base sets already. So you have each type of core, you have 200% plus added damage. And that's to say the magma core is for each set, for each part. But unfortunately, I'm not that far into the game, so I have to rely on the ice crystal and the jade crystals. Crystal parts. And you can also get collections, and if you get like a full set of said crab, you actually get a main swarm damage booster. And you can see on the bottom, a common set is 1%. Plus 1%, a rare set is plus 3%, and a legendary set is plus 10%. And you can see I've already gotten a legendary set, and I've also gotten three common sets. So that's 13% of my main crab swarm damage. And there's also these little shells that once you rank up, you can also collect. That gives you more legs, cores, and etc. And over time, that can be really powerful. And in my gems, I just got a new gem. I just got 2 new gems, so those increase my damage or booster or whatever. Now, this type of butterfly is pretty special because it gives you a bonus. Not like a bonus, but it gives you sort of like half off on items in the store. And now, it was 100. Now, the golden ray is basically a ray that gives you a whole lot of coin. I mean gold, I apologize. It's usually 100 pearls, and if you close out of this, you won't be able to get it back, but it's 100. I don't have 100 pearls. You saw that earlier. I had only 89. Oh, actually, you could see on the top right here, so you don't have to close out. Now it's only for 50 pearls. I'm going to get that, because 88 billion gold is really good right now. I'm only barely at 1 billion. And so now, if I go here, I can get 5% gold drop on my hammerhead for my little crab, and 100 plus. I just did that 3 times. I can now evolve all of these at least twice. Let's see. Again, with the spawn 2 crabs per tap, that deals, what was it? I don't know. 100% damage. Now watch this. You see 2 crabs per click. Click, click, click. And you can also see where I'm tapping because of the colors. That's very nice. I like that. I've unlocked a whole lot of abilities that I'm not going to go over, so that way you can find out for yourself. There's also a Hunt the Wildebeest event, and that's pretty simple to understand. Let's fire the jade lasers, fire the cannons. Yeah. They basically insta-kill all reptiles. There's no way they don't. Especially early game. But yeah, this game's pretty fun. I highly recommend it. The gene tree, I'm sure you'll be able to... well, actually, let's go over the gene tree. So the gene tree is actually pretty cool. What you can do in the gene tree is you can actually upgrade specific traits with 1 gene, or later on 3 genes. And they give you certain bonuses like 5 plus % gold. I'm gonna get that since I have 8 genes. 8 genes. I can implant a bunch of these until I can't anymore. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 5 is 35. Yeah, 35. I had to count my hands. I apologize. I get 35% gold production. And I can also do mutation infusion, which increases the damage of mutations by 10%. I can do that. And then I'm on to all amethyst damage. Well, on this side of the gene tree. Or over here, I can do all damage 5%. I can do that twice. So now I have none. And then there's a gene lab where you need to earn 50 gene points in order to unlock the gene lab, which is pretty hard to do. I must say, is almost... In early game, it's impossible. You have to grind at this game. You must, otherwise you can't get it. I apologize, but that's just the truth. But yeah, I'm gonna set up all my all my abilities, and I'm gonna leave you with some curiosity left to play this wonderful game. Goodbye, subscribe, and have a good day.